Gracias, mi amor. Hey, Couchers. Sorry, it took me a while to figure this out. So hopefully I'm live now and everyone can hear me. So if you want to ask me some questions, drop them down on the chat. I see I have some people on the chat right now. So I wanted to take some time, obviously, to talk about the amazing year that the channel had in 2025. So let me adjust this. Okay. I think it looks better this way. So let me see. I see JC, live listening race, Rocco. So hello to everyone who's live right now. So as you can see, I'm live from the couch. First of all, people, can you hear me well? Let me know if you can hear me well right now, because I've never done this live. So this is a new one for me. Cheers. You hear me? Thank you, Rocco. So yeah, 2025. What a year for the Shield Dude on a Couch reviews. Uh, okay, I see. Oh, Brady's here too. Okay, so let me just talk a little bit about what happened in the year. I have notes, so I'm not just talking crap all over again. So what a year it was. So this year, a lot of stuff. Has a lot of things that like happened to me. Like first of all, I moved twice, so the couch changed 3 times. So I started the year. One of the first album reviews of the year that I did was for the Bad Bunny album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos, and yeah, who would knew that that album would be in my top 5 albums of the year at the ending of the year. So I want to mention some of my favorite reviews that I did this year, album reviews. So that Bad Bunny review was fun because first of all, it got a lot of traction. It was like something different to start the year off. But perhaps one of the best reviews that I've done was when I did the review for the latest Ghost album, Skeleta. And I remember when I was going to do that, like a few months before, I was thinking a lot of people are going to basically review this album. So I was thinking, how do I stand out? And I had the idea of buying a Pope outfit, and that's how Papa Rico Suave was born. But the week that I was going to do that review, what happens? The real Pope dies. And I was like, should I do this review dressed as a Pope? Will it be offensive? And then I had the idea maybe I can do like a thing like, hey, they just elected a new Pope. And yes, the birth, like Rockefeller, yes, the birth of Papa Rico Suave. Yeah, that was a great review. And funny story, the first time I did that review, I didn't know that I was going to bring back that character. I thought it was going to be like a one off. I was going to do that character, and that would have been it. But a lot of people really liked it, so I brought the character back. Will he be back in 2026? We'll have to wait and see. So it was really fun to do that album review. I also did a lot of album reviews of bands that I interviewed. For example, I interviewed a band called Some, which I told Rocco to see them when they played in Baltimore. And I interviewed them. I got the album. And I want to talk about interviews. So the interviews on the channel is a, it's a part of the channel that it's very important to me. It's the interviews when I started this channel back in 2021. So that's another thing. I decided to do this live because this channel turned 4 just like a few weeks ago. And I remember when I started this channel, the interviews basically started like in January of 2022. The first artist that I interviewed was a rock musician from Puerto Rico called Ignacio Peña. And, he's a great musician. But I remember back in the day, I had him on Facebook. I wrote to him and I told him, hey, would you be interested in talking with me? And he said yes. And I remember at the beginning of the channel, I would what I did I would go to Instagram and message smaller bands that were unsigned bands, like, hey, I got this channel. If you like to interview, some there's some bands that obviously said no, but there's people that said yes, and that's how the ball started rolling. So when I started this channel, I wanted to do a combination of album reviews and interviews. That was the initial like thought of when I had the channel. And I remember just a few months into the channel in February, I got like I messaged a band on Instagram called Convent, and they're a death metal band, but they were getting pretty high buzz. And I wrote to them, and they told me, yeah, we would love, you have to check with our agency. And I wrote to the agency. They told me to send them some interviews. At that time, I had like I think a solid like 5 8 interviews, and I sent them an interview I had with Wesley from the band Moths the first time I had them on the channel, and they said yeah they liked the interview. So that was like the first agency I had. It was All Noir, and after that, like agencies kept sending me things. So as the channel kept on growing, like I got a lot of people, like a lot of like bands writing to me and agencies, and so it was great to have been talking to bands of this caliber. Um as the channel started growing in 2022, then I had the first collaboration video I did was with my friend Señorita Sabrosura, and we started like doing collaborations, and it was fun. You know, at first I didn't know, like, hey, I collaborated with her because she was my friend. I already knew her, and I put out a video for a Smashing Pumpkins where I was talking about Siamese Dream, and this guy called JC Rock and Metal Reviews shared it, and I felt so humbled because, like, wow, I have this guy that I don't know, and he's sharing my video. And then I started collaborating with JC. He brought me way back in 2022 to his channel, and it was a great way to get exposure because he had more people subscribe at that time than me. And then came Tom the Green Man, and we started like doing collaborations since 2022. And that's, like it kept growing. Then I moved to Puerto Rico, and when I moved to Puerto Rico, after that first year, I think it's well the channels got like a huge burst, and it started like really growing organically and exponentially. At the end of 2022, we decided to do. I decided to do the Is It That Bad series, which obviously is one of the most like the series that everyone, a lot of people watch on the channel. So that series, my idea was I saw a lot of people, they did a lot of like reviews for essential albums, great albums. So I'm like, I want to talk about shitty albums, or maybe albums that maybe got a bad rep. So that's how the Is It That Bad started. So yeah, it kept growing. More collaborators started joining in, and now we're almost 4 years of doing the channel, and I can say that I'm enjoying doing the channel now a lot more. Like I've always enjoyed it, but now I enjoy it more because basically I built like this community of people and people I collaborate with. So let's talk about like great interviews for this year. On the top of my head, I think maybe the biggest interview was for the band Halloween, which it's a huge power metal band, and I had one of the singers on the channel. I also talked to the singer of Primal Fear, and I've talked to. The thing is that even though I like doing big interviews, I still like talking to smaller bands and maybe underground bands. I sometimes the best interviews sometimes are when I'm talking to those underground bands. Like I get really good stories out of like a lot of these bands. So it's something I'm going to keep on 2026 talking to all type of bands, bigger, smaller. What are my dream interviews? Of course, if I could interview Deftones, oh, I have it backwards. It would be like a dream. So Chino Moreno, please. I would love to talk to Dave Grohl. Obviously, dream big. Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, James Hetfield from Metallica, but I'll keep on interviewing all types of bands. And right before I did this live, I was doing an interview with a band called Human Missile Crisis. So that's going to be the last interview of the year that will come next Monday. So it'll be the last interview. So I have still a few interviews before the year's end. And the channel on January 2nd will have the first video of the year with Señorita Sabrosura, which is our most anticipated albums for 2026. So that's going to be a good video. And maybe I'll review an album that comes out that weekend. I don't know. But obviously, in January 9th, I'm talking about the new Alter Bridge album. So let's talk about, it's what do I do usually in December? So usually in December, I like to look at other people's top albums of the year and see what I missed. So I've been listening to a few bands that I almost missed. So one of the most notable bands that I've been listening to is the band called Fade Tooth. Labyrinthine is the album. It's a great ethereal doom record, which I have been enjoying quite a lot. And I gotta be honest, since November, I haven't stopped listening to the new Astronoid album, Star God. That's why it was my number 4 album of the year. It's just so good. Rock of All Ages, I see a question there. It would be amazing to interview Miles Kennedy. It would. And talking about Miles Kennedy, uh, I filmed a video recently with my good old friend Lorenzo the Professor because his channel is finally starting in 2026, and we talk about the movie Rockstar. So I don't know when that's coming, but it's sometime at the beginning of January. So I'll post the link for that when that comes out. So other albums or EPs that I've been spinning. Thank you to Tom the Green Man. I've been listening to the She's Green Chrysalis EP. I was actually listening to this morning. It's a really relaxing EP, really great dreamy shoegaze. So I recommend that. I was also listening to the Currents EP, All That Follows, great EP as well. But today I watched a video for the Metal Trees that he did, like some bands that he hasn't, almost albums that he missed, and he mentioned a band called Dice Pits, and the album is called Something to Consume. It's very alternative sounding. It has like metal with alternative. It sounds very 90s. And I listened to this one today. Pretty cool album. So I would recommend that as well. And I'm not going to lie to you. This week, I also listened to K pop Demon Hunters because it's my daughter's favorite album of the year. And I can say it's a very catchy album. Uh, now I'm a fan of the movie. I watched it with the kids and my girlfriend Ariana. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So that's like music that I've been listening to. Obviously, I've been listening to some vinyl and listening to things that are coming up next year that I'm excited for. So now I want to talk. I want to keep shout outs to channels that I collaborate with, and I want to mention the channel and say things that they do in the channel and why they should be on your radar. So first of all, uh, JC Rock and Metal Reviews. So JC Rock and Metal Reviews, it's a channel that, if you like reviews about metal, rock, and he gives you history. He's out of the, he's been getting a lot of growth, and he does a lot of like great content. One of the series that I think is very great and you should all check out is what last year he started a series talking about like different bands from different countries. He did like Greece, Italy, Germany, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a really great series. And when JC started that series, I thought, yeah, this is the best series for JC because he's talking about bands, the history. So I hopefully JC will continue that series for 2026 because I thought it's very interesting. So if you haven't checked out JC Rock and Metal Reviews, check it out and check out that series. So uh, I see someone call. Someone asking about thinking of adding new series to the channel. Yes, actually, I'm thinking of doing a series next year, which actually my girlfriend Ariana was talking to me about the idea. So it's about we were there. I think a few days ago we were talking lyrics of songs. So the idea for that series would be like I would analyze the lyrics of the songs and see what they meant. So it's gonna be like a deep dive into lyrics, which can be fun, or I can also fuck it up. So bear with me while I do that. But thank you, Anna 2013, for that question. Uh, feel free to drop questions in the chat, and I will try to look at the chat and answer as best as I can. And yes, a full recovery for Señorita Sabrosura. So the next channel I'm going to mention is Tom the Green Man. So Tom the Green Man has had some growth this year. He's like in 834. And everyone that follows my channel knows that Tom and me have a bromance. It, it doesn't matter that he's all the way in England. The bromance burns. It burns bright, the bromance with the Tom the Green Man. Yes, he's a great guy, Rocco. So Tom the Green Man, right now he has two channels. So he has the yes, the bromance is strong, Brady. So he has a channel where obviously he talks about album reviews, and he does a great series called Dark Horse Disc. So Horse Disc actually predates predates the album, the album. It predates Is It That Bad, because we started that series in 2022, and that's when I got the idea. And I told them, hey, we should do like the opposite of Dark Horse Disc. So for you, those of you that haven't seen Tom's channel, Dark Horse Disc is all about talking about those albums that maybe have gotten like people forgotten them and they're actually good, but people love them in, compare them with other albums. And we've done some great episodes. We're starting next year doing a Paramore album, so that should be interesting. So his other channel is Tom's Tomb of Horror. So it's all about horror content because Tom loves horror films. So yeah, so those are his two channels. So subscribe to both of these channels. Great content, great guy, and we need to get him to 1,000 subscribers in 2026. So the next channel I want to talk about is my dear friend Señorita Sabrosura. So Señorita Sabrosura and me have been doing videos since the beginning of 2022. And this is I have a question. I'll get to that question after I talk about Señorita Sabrosura. So Señorita Sabrosura channel, it's in Spanish, but she has a series. She talks about vinyl. I have collaborations video with her. She does a lot of videos with her husband. This year she had less content because of her personal health reasons, but she's coming back strong for 2026, and she needs more people subscribe to her channel. She knows a lot about music, and she's a very honest person. And I'm so glad that I got to do collaborations videos with her first, because like at the beginning we're like, hey, let's see how we do this, but we know we're friends. We almost talk about music like daily, so it's a good thing. So I have a question. Live listener is shame about the Ashes go to Australia. Chile, we have a bromance too, Chile. You know our bromance is so strong. So what am I listening to this Christmas? So I was mentioning some albums that I'm listening to, but also I was listening to some Christmas music that my girlfriend was playing, Pentantomix or something. And this was before we were wrapping up the presents, but basically I've been listening to a lot of like music. One song that's been stuck in my brain. It's actually a cover of a Taylor Swift song for Anti-Hero by the band Some. They put out this is a great uh, like cover song for this song. They made it their own. But I've been listening to a lot of stuff. But I have here my Apple Live because that was another fun video I did this year. I broke up with Spotify and I did a video about it. And you know why? I'm glad. Do I wrap presents? No. My girlfriend wraps the presents. I'm a project manager. I'm like, here are the presents. You wrap them. But yeah, I'm bad at wrapping stuff and also wrapping as a whole. Uh, so let's keep on talking about channels that I want to give shout out to. So the next channel is Rock of All Ages. So Rocco from Rock of All Ages, uh, we've been collaborating like a year and a half now, and when like Rocco he loves doing is it that bad? He asks for shit. He's like, send me shit. I want to listen to the worst album possible. And also, when we do is it that bad, we usually pick one album. And I remember this year, I think we did an episode for Lordy, and Lordy has like 20 records. He listened to the whole discography, and I'm like, that is dedication. You only had to listen to one album, but yeah, his channel is more of a like a podcast, and he does a lot of like on the he talks about like things that are sharding, and I've also collaborated on his channel. So yeah, give Rocco some love and subscribe to his channel, and yes, he would do it again. So let me see, I think I have another question. So Anna 2014 asks, what YouTuber and musician you think should get more recognition? So the YouTuber that got me, like when I first started the channel, that I looked up to, his name is Tristan from the Metal Tris. I Even though he's got like 8K subscribers, I think that's too low for someone like Tristan. He works in the music industry. He does great album reviews, and I also remember I interviewed him on the channel, and it was great because that's the first time we've been chatting since 2017. So that was the first time that we actually talked to one another, and it was a great. So yes, I think the Metal Trees as a YouTuber should definitely get more recognition because he does some great videos. He's great knowledge of music. So yes, that I hope that answered your question, Anna 2013. So continuing with YouTubers that I think you should check out, I got my boy Shili from Live Listen Erase, my other brother from Australia. Uh, Funny story. Like my girlfriend is tired when I tell her like I know someone in Australia. I'm like, I know, yes, your friend Shili, and Shili and me, we become such great buddies. We've been doing videos for 2 years, and we chat all the time. Sometimes we got to get in sync on our hours because Puerto Rico to Australia hours are very different. Uh, he once left me a voicemail saying that he had a dream about me. And he's like, no, I know it sounds weird, but I dreamt that we went to your wedding and we did an Is It That Bad episode live. And I thought that was hilarious. So, Lively Saying Erase, he's got a great channel. He does album. We can still make that happen. Yeah, that could become a reality. So he's got a great channel, and he has he has to bring back the Live Listen Erase game, which is basically marry, kill, or you know what. And on when he does those episodes, we pick like free bands or stuff, and like you have to like erase one forever, seeing one live and one that you will listen to forever. And we have some great episodes of this Live Listening Erase. It's super fun series to do because it's like a fun game. So if you haven't checked out Chili's channel, I think that's a great series to check out because yes, we erase Godsmack. To this day, we did a short where I put like we erase Godsmack and like they can't be erased. I'm like, we erase them, and they're like, who the hell are you to erase bands? I know my girlfriend would say that we're music snobs because we erase bands. But yes, erase Godsmack. And Chile, now that you mentioned Godsmack, I was reading today in Blabbermouth that apparently Soliarna thinks that they could do another album. I'm like, no, Godsmack, we don't need another album from you guys. We're fine. So I'm gonna get a little bit of water. Yes, erase against the machine. What? Rage Against the Machine? No, no. Are you talking about Rise Against Rocco? I'm kind of confused. So, oh, it's a pun. Okay. So, yes. Oh, Anna 2014 has another question. Anna is on fire asking this question. So, top songs you like to karaoke? Hmm, that's a good one. I wish Lorenzo was here to talk about this. So, back in my birthday in September, I karaoke to a lot of songs. But you know what? I think "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey is always a very fun song to karaoke to. I don't know, it's very fun, but I think maybe this year I would do anything for love by Meatloaf, a duet with my girlfriend, maybe, and, and maybe we'll film it and put some clips on YouTube. Obviously, if she approves. So yes, Anna, thank you for the question. So I'm going to continue with YouTubers that I want to give a shout out to that you should watch their channel. So I got my boy Matthew from Diasable Reviews. So Matthew, he's in Korea, but Matthew's channel, he does video reactions, but usually I don't like video reactions, but I'm telling you, Matthew does a great reaction videos, and he also films a lot of hardcore shows. Matthew lives the hardcore lifestyle, and right now he's a full-time YouTuber. So people, you go to his channel, subscribe, watch his videos. He has some good album reviews. Sometimes he has some hot takes like that we don't agree with, like we did Is It That Bad for the Drug Bail album, and we all hated it, but Matthew loved it. So see, he wasn't on the episode. It would have been fun if he would have been on that episode because he would have defended the shit out of Drug Bail. But maybe he listened to a different album though. So Matthew, his channel, he's got a lot of content. He's doing now his top of the year. So Diasable Reviews. He also does shirts, so you can buy his merch and subscribe to Matthew. So let's continue. So I want to talk about now, all the way in Canada, my good friend Nick Zeno. So Nick Zeno, he's got a great channel. He talks more about like rock bands, and I think he's the best YouTuber to cover Oasis content. He loves Oasis. He lives and breathes Oasis, and he saw Oasis live when they played Canada. And I've also done some videos on his channel. This year, we only did a few collaborations on the channel, but hopefully next year, more Nick Zeno on the channel. He's also a musician, so he has a song out that you can stream, and he has a band. And I know I got dips when his band puts out an album. I'll interview them on the channel. So Nick Zeno, check him out. Especially if you want Oasis content, I don't think there's another YouTuber that does it better than Nick. So the next YouTubers that I want to talk about, they're from Puerto Rico, but they live in the US. So it's Distortion Paradise Studio. So if you see my channel, you know that since I'm from Puerto Rico, I like to talk to the local metal scene bands, and that's something that I'm gonna keep on doing. But if you want to go deeper into the Puerto Rico metal scene, Distortion Paradise Studios does it amazing. They interview a lot of bands from Puerto Rico. The channel is in Spanish, so you can put subtitles if you watch his content. But they also do a lot of like vinyl. They're vinyl collectors. So uh, shout out to my friend George on Distortion Paradise Studios. They also did an interview for me that is the best interview that I've done. It was so much fun. So if you haven't checked out Distortion Paradise Studio, he's big on the channel on Is It That Bad and on our Spanish version of Is It That Bad, which is called Es Tan Malo. And we're doing more content in Spanish next year as well because I'm bilingual, bitch. So I'm gonna use both my languages when I can. So subscribe to Distortion Paradise Studios, a great YouTube channel. So the next channel that I want to talk about is a channel that I started watching this year, but I have them. He's been on the channel for Is It That Bad? It is our boy Brady Fugel, uh, and he has a channel and he has a band or mentor. They play hardcore, and Brady on his channel he does great album reviews. He also does discographies, and I know he's got a new series planned for next year, and I think I'm doing a Deftones episode with him. So yeah, watch that. That'll be in the new year. So yes, again, Brady Fugel. I call him Brady. Sometimes I call him Bradley, but it's Brady. He's got a great channel. Also, when we do videos with him, we gotta get pretty because he's so damn good looking. I'm like, damn you, Brady, and your good looks. Now I gotta look good for the camera. That's why I'm starting to exercise again. Yes, I put on a few pounds. That's how 2026. I'm going to be fitter. So yes, that's a plan for 2026. So Brady, if you go, check out his channel. I discovered his channel this year, and he has some great content. So yes, he's laughing of the content. So continuing on channels that I want to talk about. So it's from Canada. We have Mark with Metal Never Dies. So Mark Aruda, he also has a band called Aquila, and when they put out more new music, I'll also have them on the couch. And Mark, he's a straight shooter. He tells you what he likes and what he doesn't like. And sometimes he gets mad at me because I make him listen to some bad albums like Nathan James. But like Mark said on that episode, we need to save the children. And that's what we do here on the Children on the Couch. We save the children from shitty music so you don't have to. And also introduce them to some cool music instead. So yeah, Metal Never Dies. Sometimes he does reviews from his house. Sometimes he's in a band, but he's always about metal. So subscribe to his channel. So moving along, we got. I'm talking about a few YouTubers that I haven't had, or one has been on the channel like one time, and some that haven't been on the channel, but I've said like, hey, they should come on the channel. So the next channel is Wall of Game. So Wall of Game is a channel. I think he's in. No, he's not in the UK. Oh my God, he's in. Oh, I forgot. But Wall of Game, he does a lot of like talks about like rock albums, and he was on an Is It That Bad that we did for Metallica, and I did a video for Alice in Chains on his channel. But he's got to return at some point. But he's got a cool channel, and he's also a musician. He plays in a Pearl Jam tribute band. So Wall of Game, cool YouTube channel. So the next channel she's been on my channel only once when we talked about an Is It That Bad for Nine Inch Nails, and it's Mary's Tasty Music. And she put out less videos this year because yeah, she's busy. She's going to get married, so like less time for videos. But she has some cool end of year content that she posted, and I like it because she has varied taste, and like I always discover things that I don't know about on her channel. So if you haven't checked Mary's Tasty Music, check it out. And maybe hopefully next year she'll return for an episode of Is It That Bad? And finally, the next channel, he hasn't been on the channel, but I watch him and I'm like, I hope that he comes to the channel sometime. So it's Johnny C from the CD Guide. So I like his YouTube channel. First of all, he fights for the CD. He does some good album reviews. He talks about like classic rock and different things. So he's got a cool channel, and hopefully he'll come for an Is It That Bad episode or something next year. So yes, the other YouTuber that I was gonna mention already did, which was the Metal Tres, which I think should be a bigger uh, YouTube channel. So yes, so those are most of the people I collaborate with on the channel, so they come a lot. So those are channels that I would recommend that you guys watch. So if you got more questions, drop them down in the comments and I will answer them. So now I want to talk about what's coming next for 2026 for the Shield Dude on a Couch. So yes, we Is It That Bad will be returning. The first episode will be the second week of January, and we are doing a we're doing a fit no fit for oh my god no fit for five finger death punch. No, I'm sorry, fit for an autopsy. You are great. We're doing five finger death punch and justice for none. That's going to be the premiere episode for Is It That Bad next year. And also 2026, Lorenzo the Professor is dropping his channel. So that would be a good one. So people will finally subscribe to Lorenzo's channel. Lorenzo has been on many episodes for Is It That Bad? So yeah, he's been a part of the channel for a while now. So that's coming in 2026. Obviously, I will do more album reviews. I will do I will do also more interviews with album reviews. Usually it depends. I like to usually do two album reviews on a weekend. It depends also. Like if there's like a big weekend where there's a lot of releases, I will try to get to as much as possible. But if there usually when I do reviews, I like to review if there's like a big album. I like to talk about a big album, and the next album that I like to do reviews is like a smaller band or something less known, so I could have like that. Oh my god, no, I'm not doing 6-7. So I could have a good like amount of different content. So more reviews will be coming your way. Interviews. I want to do more interviews. There's some interviews that sometimes I get more traction than others, but I love doing interviews. I think it's so interesting to talk to bands and especially get to know the stories behind the songs and all of those things that make like something very interesting as well. So that's gonna be next year. I'm gonna be doing more of that, and obviously I wanna maybe do a series where I analyze the lyrics. I don't know if I'll be doing more of that. We did an episode last year, this year, I mean, for the Should Have Been Bigger. I don't know if people want to see more episodes of Should Have Been Bigger and Chilling with the Book. Chilling with the Book is hard sometimes. I don't have as much time to read much to do that series. And I think out of the series that I've done, Chilling with the Book, I don't think it's that. I don't think a lot of people care about that one, to be honest. So yeah, so that's what will be coming out in 2026, the new year for the Shield Dude on a Couch. So yeah, I want to thank all of you couchers for following the content, commenting. It's always fun. And Chili should cover Megadeth again on Is It That Bad? Oh, it's on. We're going to cover Megadeth next year for Is It That Bad? Because they have a new album. And talking about Megadeth, this year, I think the channel is making it because I'm getting some pissed off comments. Yes, the Mega Chile used that. The Megadeth fans are very soft indeed. So I did a short like this week. I think I did a short. It was like a few days ago for Megadeth. So Megadeth put out a new song called "Let There Be Shred." And musically, the song is fine, but lyrically, the lyrics, it sounds like a child. This is what I okay. This is what I did for for that short. I did the did Dave Mustaine hire a kindergarten to write the lyrics to this song? Megadeth fans were so pissed at me. They were like, "Oh, what have you written? Show me your song." As I'm recording this today, we had a fan say that, "Show me your music," and I'm like, "First, show me yours." And then he wrote to us like, "Yes, I write music." But then I went to he had a shout out. I'm like, "There's no music there." And then he's like, "Oh, I write music, but I don't publish it." So I'm like, okay, so we just gotta take your word that you write music. Uh, yes, release the files so we can listen. Release the music. So I actually put a comment, like, come on, like, send us the demo. We'll pay you one whole dollar. We'll review the track for you. Like, yes, it will. He'll probably send uh, the redacted files of all the music. So yeah, it's funny, but it's I've gotten great at answering these comments because you gotta be chill about it and make it fun, because if you get mad and things like, no, you don't need to get mad. Like, there's so many things going in life, to like fighting with strangers you don't know on the internet. So yes, so yeah, Megadeth, the new album is going to be on an Is It That Bad episode. We have a few ideas of. I think we're doing a Will Smith, because he put out an album this year and apparently it's very bad. So we gotta check if that album slaps. So we'll listen to that album. Comment, someone in the comments, what else do you want to be covered on Is It That Bad? Let me take a sip of water. I've been talking nonstop for 42 minutes now. Mm. Yes, Matt from Diasable put the Will Smith album on his work. So, and I think, yeah, he told me, yeah, that should be covered on Is It That Bad? So yeah, I think we're gonna be ending this thing, like getting jiggy with it soon, unless someone else has any other questions. I think we've covered a lot. So I want to thank everyone, every coucher who's watched the videos, liked, commented. Like, I do this. It's just me. I'm one man, one couch productions. So it's all me doing this, but I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It's my passion project, which I've been doing now for 4 years, and I plan to keep on doing it. Oh, Rock of Ages have a question: vinyl or CD? So this is funny. When I was growing up, I used to buy only CDs. So I had a lot of CDs, and but now I started like buying vinyl more in 2020, after when the pandemic happened. And I started, it's funny because I started buying a lot of the albums that I've always had. Like, so I started buying them on vinyl. And uh, yes, that's at first I went to buy like 90s album, but then as everything progressed, I've been getting other stuff. But still, my favorite albums are the ones from the 90s. I have my record player right next to it. So, right next to where I film. So, I usually listen to my vinyl records here. Uh, the last one I was hearing was obviously Deftones the other day. So, that's why I have it handy. My album of the year. If you haven't seen that video, spoiler alert, this is my album of the year. So, yeah, it's a great album. But yeah, I got a lot of like 90s stuff. For example, here I have Siamese Dream by Smashing Pumpkins. Like classic albums. Like, I have the most expensive vinyl I have. I think it's the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. That one was a great find. But yeah, I listen to the music when I can. But I am also listening to a lot of stuff that they send me. So I want to give a thank you also to all the agencies that send me music, send me bands like Ear Split, C Squared, Good Boy. Oh my God, there's so many. Sometimes I forget them. But yeah, you know who you are. A lot of agencies that send me music. Without all that, I couldn't have all the great interviews that I have. So, yeah, yes. Oh, JC, thanks for the shout. Yes, I'll do some more countries. I wonder which country, JC, I think you should do maybe. Oh, maybe I think Japan would be interesting. I don't know if you have done Japan, but that would be a interesting one. And also, oh, Argentina. Argentina has a lot of metal. So yes, Rockefeller just do one for Japan. So yes, so it's been a great 2025 for the channel. So I won't be filming any new videos until the new year, but I hope everyone has a great holiday. Spend it with people that you love, no matter what you celebrate, and have fun. But do not worry, couchers. There's two more interviews before the year ends. This Friday, I have an interview, and next Monday, the last interview of the year. And then on January 2nd, the Shield Dude will be back with the anticipated albums for 2026. So until next time, couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.